What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mark. So it's just ended, of course, out in Singapore. Arsenal 3, Newcastle United 2. And I've got to say, I am really proud of the fight that our lads put up, of course, in this game. It was a back and forth game, but let's get into it. So, we started right out the gate really well. We came flying out the gate just 6 minutes in. And it was Anthony Elanga, and what a signing he's turned out to be. I mean, he looked absolutely fantastic. The moments that were seen in the game against Celtic, and then now he's gotten himself right on the score sheet. A really good effort came towards him. He took it well. He bounced the ball off the ground, off of a pass across the box from Sandro Tonali. And he bounced the ball, of course, Elanga off the ground, up over the top of David Raya to put Newcastle 1-0 up in the game within 6 minutes into the game. Brilliant pace throughout the game as well for Anthony Elanga, and there was some really good moments throughout the game for Newcastle as well. We did some really, really good stuff in this game. Just unfortunate again to be on the end of a defeat. But looking at how that game played out, it was 2 minutes of madness, the 33rd minute and the 35th minute. We're seeing Mikel Merino going on Bruno, which for me, that should have been a foul. It really should have been, and the ref should have done something about that, but instead he allowed the play to continue on in favour of Arsenal. Arsenal then, of course, got the ball into the box. The ball went down. It went right into, of course, Mikel Merino. Merino put it into the back of the net on the 33rd minute to get Arsenal back into the game. And then, there was that moment of disaster where the ball comes into the box on the 35th minute of the game, and it's young Alex Murphy, Robocop as I like to call him, of course, tries to clear it. It goes into the back of the net, and Arsenal's 2-1 up in the game when, to be honest, they shouldn't even have been back in to the game, because we were doing really, really well in the game. And it's just another one of those situations like we're seeing with the Celtic game where Nicky Pope came out and the ball went over the top of his head, and it was a whole misjudged situation. And it's just unlucky, that Alex Murphy has deflected that ball in the back of the net. It's not the lad's fault. These things happen. Again, it's pre-season. We're still trying to get ourselves together. We're still trying to pull things together ahead of a brand new season. So, like I said, for the Celtic game, if we're going to lose games, then this is the perfect time, to obviously lose these games, because this is where, we're going to be seeing there are moments where the team isn't quite there yet. We don't quite have that gel together because we're starting a new season. We're trying to get that momentum back, what we're seeing last season. And then, you look at the striking side of things as well. Alexander Isak's back here in the UK. And Will Osula, of course, had to play up top today. And I've got to say, Will did really, 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 really well. Osula did really well up top when he got his chances. He took them well, but you can still see the lad is young, raw, but there is potential there. He had a moment where he could have scored in the game, and it just, unluckily for him, went past the left post, and it just seems to be something that's going on at the moment with our games, and it just seems to be a little bit of a down moment for we at the moment as we're trying to get ourselves set for this brand new season. But I mean, there's a lot to talk about. There was quite a few positives. Just really unlucky the way Arsenal got back into the game, and then really unlucky with that 84th minute winner for Arsenal in the game as well. Very, very unlucky with that. I don't think, to be honest, it was a penalty, but I am biased, of course. But personally, I don't think it was a penalty. And that's now the second penalty that has been given against Witt in pre-season. And I didn't think the first one in the Celtic game was a penalty, to be honest. Upon looking back on that, I still don't think it was, and I really don't think this one was neither, to be honest. But it's just a thing that's happening at the moment. Like I say, it's pre-season. These things happen. The main focus of the whole pre-season is to get the minutes in the legs, and we are seeing the lads getting the minutes in the legs. Eddie making sure that everybody gets a go. We even seen a good little appearance from Harrison Ashby as well come into the game. He did really, really well. Van Dam, as I like to call him, of course, doing really, really well, coming off of the bench for winning the game, but very unlucky to lose 3-2 out in Singapore. We're now head to South Korea, where we'll be taking on the Korean All-Star team, and we will also be taking on Spurs as well. So keep an eye out on the channel for match previews for both of them games. And let us know, your thoughts down in the comments below. I mean, final thoughts before I end off the video. I was proud, but sort of frustrated at the way the performances have been going. The lads have been doing really well. Just we're seeming to get screwed at the moment when it comes to refereeing decisions, and we're seeming to be having a bit of trouble in that defensive area at the minute, trying to keep, ourselves blocked off. It's quite evident that we do need to go out and get that centre back before the season starts. We do need to obviously now go out and get a striker, because it looks like Alexander Isak is down tools and doesn't want to play forward, which is absolutely disgusting, by the way. And that in itself is something that I didn't think, Alexander Isak was. I didn't think he was that kind of player, and I did say that in my video I put up yesterday on the whole situation. But now we need to go out and get a striker that is going to be able to come in and play, because it does look like Isak will probably leave the club. And to be honest, I hope he does, because I don't see why it would be any good for him to stay on at Newcastle now, especially with his intentions known to us fans. It just doesn't seem like it is a good move for him to stay here any longer. So if we can get the offer that we're wanting for him, then he's going to need to move on, obviously. But some really good moments. Elanga was electric. Brilliant performance by Elanga. Jacob Murphy did really well in the game, of course, as well. And then the defensive moments, barring those two moments where, of course, we had that little bit of a lapse moment. We did really well, I thought, on that side. We just need to obviously get the defender in, to be in that right-sided centre-back. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel and all that stuff. I've noticed that there's not that many of you that are watching that aren't subscribed. So if you can, please subscribe. It only takes a moment to do, and it is completely free. Massively helps the channel to grow. And if you do subscribe, please do also turn the bell on for all notifications so you never miss when I upload a video. And I'll see you all for the next one. Or where the lads.